ego kinda stocky, homie. Nigga, you a hater if you tell me I ain't poppin', homie.
Yo, it's Jumpman T with Twisted Torch TV. I'm back again. Turn me up in your headphones. Rocking one of the legends of all time, Notorious B.I.G. Shouts out to him. Hey, let's get into some crazy topics though. I never got into the free agent signings on my channel and how the GM is doing a phenomenal job. Shouts out to Mr. Terry, man. You're in it to win it. You're picking up free agents that are bargaining chips. You're not taking the same step that Thomas Dimitrov did, to where we just spent a bunch of money and just got players that didn't work out and pan out. You're picking players that's a part of this scheme and can get down with this system. That's what I like to see. I know you got your X-ray vision on. I don't know if he's Professor X right now or Cyclops, but he is on the money. We ain't even get into the topic of the construction he has did with Matt Ryan's contract, Deion Jones' contract, Dante Fowler. Why you were finna get hit the bus, you know what I'm saying? And I like your flow, I like your intensity and how you come onto the field ready to win and play your best and give it your all. But I mean, you were looking like a shaky target. But he was able to change that deal to where you get some cash back and we get some off the books, and it wins for everybody. That's what I like to see. I like to see players bet on themselves. If you have a down year, hey, forget it, man. Let's bet on ourselves and see what we can do the next year. With Dean Pease in the fold, I expect Dante Fowler to have a breakout season like he did with the Rams. Dean Pease's skip system is just crazy. But I appreciate Terry. I appreciate Arthur. They're all making plays to make this team be good again. So today we're going to discuss free agents on the offensive side of the ball, and then next free agents on the defensive side of the ball. I ain't gonna do too many. I ain't gonna do highlights now. We're gonna wait till training camp come, and then we'll do the highlights and break it down. If you've been on my channel before, you know I do it like that, because I gotta be ready for the season. So I want to break it down, the highlights again. We're just gonna discuss the players. I might put a picture up, put some stats up, and see what we talking about. So the first person on offense, we have to discuss Mike Davis. The bowling ball himself, Mike Davis. I'm telling you, man, this guy is a brick. It's going to be hard to stop him. I remember we played him 2 times last year, and he went up for a killing versus us that first game. He broke like 6-7 tackles. This guy was second in the league for breaking tackles behind Alvin Kamara, Mr. AK himself. So what that tells me is it's hard to get that fella down on the ground. You can't tackle him at his knees because he's already short. People are not trying to go high with him because he's, you see it. So he's going to be an asset to us on that offensive side of the ball. I expect Matt Ryan to use him in the passing game as well, because if we discuss his stats, he had 59 catches for 373 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that shows me that he's an asset coming out the backfield, breaking tackles, setting people up with the jukes. He got some crazy footwork, and he came from the GA. His brother stays in GA, so he has something to prove. I saw him tweet the other day that it's a blessing to actually play for the hometown. So I expect some big things from him, especially knowing he came from Stevenson High. My brother went there growing up. I grew up around that area. So most good athletes come from Stevenson. I'm not going to lie to you. They had a lot of good athletes come from Stevenson. So I expect him to do good. In 15 games, he had 165 rushes, 642 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So he had 8 touchdowns altogether. This guy is legit, bro. And he's never actually had a chance to be a starting player, a la Mike Turner. In 08, we all knew Michael Turner was on the shelf, and he came and for those 3-4 years did his thug thizzle. I'm looking forward to that, especially with Mike Davis being much better in catching the ball at the backfield than Michael Turner was. So I see him expanding our offense. And Matt Ryan, I can tell you now, he does not care about dumping that thing off. He getting 36 years old, so I know with Mike Davis and Ito Smith in the backfield, hey, we're going to be doing a lot of passing plays to these running backs, guys. And that's going to open it up for C. Red, Julio, and Hayden Hurst. I like this pickup. Terry, this was a phenomenal pickup. I don't know if you was reading the fans' mind and you had your Professor X with the wheelchair going on, but, hey, you was spot on with this, my brother. I ain't going to lie to you. My next one is Lee Smith. We got him from the Buffalo Bills for a 7th-round pick. Honestly, I just think he's a blocking tight end with sneakiness to maybe catch a few passes here and there. We all know we had an issue with our second-string blocker, Mr. Guy. I'm not going to bring up his name. Stalker. No, forget it. I'm bringing his name. Stalker. You're gone. Lee Smith looked like he chops down trees. He looks like he's ready to play, and he won't miss any practices and no games. He won't miss no assignments. If that's his man, he's going to go block him. I've seen him. He puts people on their back. He's a pancaker. And he...
What?
Slap! He said it himself. He was thinking about retiring. If he didn't come to a team like the Falcons, he would have retired. That tells me he knows that we're not rebuilding. When you have a franchise QB in the fold, you're not rebuilding. Hey, he said it. Lee Smith said it. All right, I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I believe what he's saying is true. I've stated that. We had a lot of AFN people stated that. So I believe what he's saying is true. And he's going to add an attribute at that run game because he likes to maul jokers. He likes to sit by that left tackle, that right tackle, and knock people's blocks off. So look for that. He is a mountain hunter. He looks like he climbs trees forever. So I'm expecting big things from him as well. I'm sorry if I'm being a little animated. This joker had me hyped. I ain't gonna lie to you. When he said it about Matt Ryan, I got jumped for joy. I ain't gonna lie. No cap. My next one, we just got him, is Josh Andrews. He's a left guard. He played 15 games, started 3 times for the Jets. And all honesty, I think he's a camp body. I feel like he's gonna have a chance to compete for the left guard position. But I'm looking at it for Matt Gano to step into that role full time. Last year he only played there a game, and he had his struggles in the beginning, but he started to look better throughout that game versus the Chiefs in week 15. So I'm expecting big things from Matt Gano. That's why I think he just signed his free agent tender, so he's coming back into the fold. Look for him making a stepping stone at that left guard position with a full mini camp, training camp. He will be able to excel at that left guard position. I have faith in him, and I believe he's a great run blocker. As far as this Josh Andrews guy from the Jets, I don't know, man. I don't feel like he's gonna, play some real PT. He might get the swing position maybe, but I don't see him starting over Matt Gano. I just think he's a camp body in all honesty. Those are our 3 people on the offensive side of the ball at this moment. I feel like we keep restructuring deals. They just did Dion a couple days ago. They might try Grady. We'll see. We can't do Julio, so you might as well just X that out your brain. We could save some more money and pick up another piece, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we have on offense. So I'm looking forward to the draft next month, and we'll see what we're going to get as far as offensive pieces. But we pretty much got everything on the offensive side of the ball. We can get another running back maybe, but we pretty much got everything, man. I like what Hayden Hurst said on Twitter the other day when they were talking about mock drafts. He said, just use me. And in all honesty, I totally agree with you, Hayden Hurst. We do need to use you and put you in the fold a lot more. You're talking about Kyle Pitts from Florida Gators. I like him. I think he's a dope asset. I don't know if he can block. I don't know if he can block, and that's an issue. There's not too many tight ends like Tony G and Kelsey, you know what I'm saying, that are blockers, pass catchers, receivers, all that in one package. I think Hayden Hurst has a chance to be that potentially, and we still have him for a year, so let's see what we can get from him, man. I feel like he's an attribute to Matt Ryan, and it showed down the stretch when Julio was out. He went to Hayden Hurst more, and it paid. It showed. So let's use him into the fold, man. I appreciate Terry and Arthur for taking time to getting players they want. The next video will be about defense, so we'll chop it up with that. That's the next video. I appreciate everybody subscribing to the channel. Shouts out to all the subscribers, man. Keep it pushing up. Hey, like, subscribe, hit me up on social media, Twitter, IG, Facebook, whatever. I'm down, man. I'll respond to your comments. I appreciate all that, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a fan, and you guys are fans. We should all work together. Also, hit up the AFN channel for some dope content. We done had a lot of dope interviews recently. We just had Mr. Mathis, Terrence Mathis from the late 90s. He used to go against Deion Jones. That was a dope video, man. Check that out on the AFN channel. Subscribe to AFN. Subscribe to K Styles. Mr. Jew Talk, man, just hit 1,000. Wow. Appreciate you, my brother, man. Hey, your content is fire, bro. So shouts out to you. Keep it moving, man. AFN, we continue to grind. Twisted Torch, I'm continue to grind. So stay in tune. Also, guys, check on your mental health, man. If you feel like stuff is going on with you, I know it's been tough through this depression time and through the struggles and stuff like that. So make sure you get some help and check on yourself, guys. I promise you, man, it can be tough out here if you're not talking to anybody. So make sure y'all check on yourselves, man. Shouts out to you. That's just a memo from Twisted Torch, Jumpman T.
Keep that selfish shit up out of my face. If I see it, don't speak, I'm like Cardi B. My brother died, it took a part of me. Bitch, I feel like I'm one of the greats. I don't see him going hard as me. Keep that sucker shit up out of my face. I'm only eating with who start with me. See this shit from the heart with me. A constant grind make it hard to sleep. I feel like the last of a dying breed. It's like I'm one of a kind. I got this sticking in 9. I got some shit on my mind, cause I wasted so much of my time. And God was sending me signs. I remember I didn't have a dime. Could pay a bitch to hit my line. I remember I didn't have a dime. Could pay a bitch to hit my line. Just for to see what's I'm fine. Would just let you know that I'm fine. I never needed no one to look out. I never needed no one for to vouch. All of this shit I did it